stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Austin Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense set for a first down play. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Offense working from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air on first down. And he intercepts it. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and up in scoring position.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Leaves it with the running back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Whittington. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Sending the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Manning. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wide receiver shows motion. On the option. The pitch. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun. unleashes one deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, and it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you could tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Here's the give off the left side. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback checking the play. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. All kinds of running room. Inside the 30. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. First down to start the drive after the break. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll leave it with him. The Longhorns will move the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the ground with the back. Keeps the legs moving. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you could run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. What a missed opportunity for this offense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
2nd down coming up. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Going to the running game. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown Longhorns! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
It's good. And they've regained the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Longhorns are on the move. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just flies. Yeah, like a superhero to make the grab. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Looking to throw it again. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Manning. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to ride this running back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll give it to the back. And it's a fumble on the play. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Give to the running back. Oh, it's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that would cause them.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Now this offense is back on the field. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Whittington. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Moore to the air. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
4th down coming up.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Texas, 17. Oregon, 14.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. We're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Moore will throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw, using his legs to buy some time. Back open in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Ball carried by the running back. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. Showing off the arms. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The give. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Dances away to buy time. Finds space on the right. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Oh, what a move! And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Gibson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Longhorns will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Dropping back, it's Manning. He's got his man. Touchdown, Texas! What a grab and go for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They took it 71 yards down the field. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Moore to the air. Feeling some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams